Welcome to the World Citizen YouTube channel. Here you will find magnificent travel guides above the best destination all over the world. In this video we are going to present top 10 best places to visit in Canada. Before starting, make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more future videos. The land of Canada is teeming with fascinating locales and exciting opportunities for travel. Are you interested in the great outdoors or in cultural activities? Travels in the city or the countryside? The Canadians have it all. We have compiled a list of the top places to visit in Canada that feature some of the most breathtaking scenery and iconic landmarks so that you can make an informed decision about where to begin your journey. Number 10. Whistler. Whistler has a variety of activities and attractions that are perfect for every season, including snow-covered peaks and powdered steeps, sparkling lakes and gushing waterfalls, challenging hiking trails, and inviting restaurants. Despite this, Whistler Blackham continues to be the resort's most visited attraction, and with good reason. The enormous resort encompasses more than 8,100 acres of land, receives an average annual snowfall of nearly 40 feet, and is home to some of the liveliest après-ski hotspots to be found anywhere in North America. Whistler maintains its lively atmosphere throughout the warmer months, when a greater number of people who enjoy playing outside do so. Number 9. Victoria and Vancouver Island. Even though it's only a ferry ride away from the hustle and bustle of Vancouver, Victoria, the capital of British Columbia, feels like it's on the other side of the world. Victoria takes the opposite approach as its more youthful neighbor, and as a result, it exudes a more charming atmosphere. This relatively small city remains deeply rooted in its colonial past, relishing distinctively British traditions such as afternoon tea at the Fairmont Empress and a pint at the pub. It is located on the southernmost tip of Vancouver Island. Number 8. Niagara Falls. Over the course of its history, Niagara has evolved from a traditional honeymoon destination to a cheesy honeymoon destination, and today it is a strange hybrid of the two. In addition to the breathtaking waterfalls, there is a large concentration of hotels and hotels chapels that specialize in hasty weddings that are lit up with bright neon. But taking a romantic stroll through the ice wine vineyards at the nearby Inniskillen Winery or taking in the verdant scenery at the Niagara Park's Botanical Gardens are two of the most romantic things you can do in the area. So grab that special someone and hop in the two-seater convertible or load up the kids in the minivan for a trip to the magnificent Niagara Falls and get ready for an unforgettable adventure. Number 7. Quebec City. Quebec City, which is the capital of the Canadian province of Quebec, was for a long time overshadowed by its neighbor, Montreal. However, the celebration of Quebec City's 400th birthday in 2008 brought the city back into the public eye. Since that time, a large number of tourists have come to this UNESCO World Heritage Site in order to experience its allure for themselves. Quebec City, which is known as the birthplace of New France, continues to uphold the culture of its motherland even today. Old Quebec is surrounded by fortified walls, and once you pass through them, you will find yourself in a world that is straight out of a European painting. Number 6. Montreal. There is only one word that adequately expresses what it is like to live in Montreal, and that word is multifaceted. This city is a perfect example of the blending of the old and new worlds because it has buildings from the 18th century mixed in with structures from the 21st century. Rainbow flags fly alongside cloth emblems from India, Portugal, and France, and traditional French pastries are sold alongside the Montreal-style bagel, which is known for its distinctively sweet sesame seed topping. As soon as you think you've seen everything there is to see, you take a quick elevator ride and find yourself in another city that is several stories below ground level. The diverse offerings of this city's top attractions include bustling marketplaces and museums of international renown. Number 5. Toronto. The word cosmopolitan does not even begin to describe Toronto. To those who have never lived there before, Toronto might look like any other large city. The central business district is replete with tall buildings, the city streets are always packed with people going about their business, and the public transportation network is of the highest caliber. But if you pull back the curtain on the largest city in Canada, you'll see that it has a lot more to offer than just a breathtaking skyline. Due to the fact that more than half of its population was born in another location, Toronto is widely regarded as one of the most culturally diverse cities in the entire world. Because Greektown, Little Italy, Koreatown, and Chinatown are all located within the city limits of Toronto, tourists who visit the city may leave with the impression that they have visited more than a couple of different countries. Number 4. Cape Breton Highlands National Park. The internationally renowned Cabot Trail is the highlight of this national park located on Cape Breton Island in Nova Scotia because 1/3 of the trail passes through the park. While traveling along the winding highway, which is widely regarded as one of the most beautiful routes to travel in the world, you will come across rural fishing communities, canyons lined with trees, and plenty of lookout points from which you can take in the scenery. Do you rather go at your own pace and discover the park on your own? There are a total of 26 different hiking trails available to hikers. Number 3. Vancouver. Even by the standards of the rest of North America, Vancouver is a relatively young city. It was incorporated in 1886. However, it makes up for its lack of historical significance through its rich cultural heritage. Visit one of the many historic sites, unique shops, or educational museums in Vancouver to learn about the city's indigenous peoples, including First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people. The city's penchant for eating healthfully and shopping at high-end boutiques contribute to the city's attractiveness as an urban playground. Granville Island and the Capilano Suspension Bridge are two examples of attractions that are suitable for families and can be visited even when the weather outside is frightful. Another option is to visit one of the world-class museums in the area. When you add excellent shopping, dining, and nightlife scenes to the mix, it is easy to see why so many people recommend Vancouver as a destination for the traveler who wants to experience a wide variety of activities during their trip. Number 2. Jasper National Park. The landscape of Jasper National Park is constantly changing, making it one of the most visually stunning places in all of Canada. As tourists make their way from the summit of Mount Edith-Cavell to the depths of Maligny Canyon, they will have numerous opportunities to take in breathtaking vistas along the way. The park, which attracts explorers from all over the northern hemisphere thanks to its location on the easternmost tip of Alberta, serves as a beacon. In addition to holding the title of being the largest park in the Canadian Rockies, Jasper is also a component of the Canadian Rockies UNESCO World Heritage Site, which also includes Banff National Park and a few other parks. Because there is over 2.7 million acres of land to explore, visitors have a good chance of seeing a wide variety of animals, including moose, caribou, and wolverines. The presence of the town of Jasper expands the opportunities presented by the park, despite the fact that it contains all of the natural wonders that one would anticipate, such as mountains, rivers, and even glaciers. Number 1. Banff. Consider going to Banff if you have an itch to experience the way of life in a Swiss ski town but don't want to spend the money on a flight across the Atlantic. As a result of its location in the heart of the Canadian Rockies close to the southeastern border of Banff National Park, which was Canada's first national park, taking vacations here will cut not only the amount of time it takes to fly here from the United States but also the amount of money you spend here, although only marginally. The town of Banff is geared toward the kind of daring travelers who would rather retire to a comfortable hotel at the end of the day than spend the night camping, though there are plenty of those, too. There is no shortage of opportunities for adventure, so pick your game. You can go scrambling up the face of Stony Squaw Mountain, skiing down Mount Norquay, hiking to the massive, freestanding limestone pillars known as the Hoodoos, or biking along Healy Creek. That's a wrap for today's video. What are your thoughts on our list? Let us know in the comments section below. And make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more future videos.